Woohoo.
All right, everybody, we are back, and you have all made it across the River of Fire through the Invisible Bridge. Nicely done. And yes, basically, what you are now standing at, it looks like it is basically the main chamber of a very fancy ceremonial forge. You sort of see like these tables with all of these ancient blacksmithing tools and supplies. There are some anvils that have a symbol that you've kind of seen in a couple of the other Aldoren ruins, and at the armory that you think Cal's probably a symbol of like the Aldoren high royal family or something like that. There are more dead bodies around here, but these seem less warriors. You're not seeing as many weapons. You would think that perhaps these are more either workers, priests, something like that. And there's less of a obvious sign of battle here. It's a little bit unclearer what happened to these bodies. But the big thing that catches your eye is sort of this gigantic lion's face that has been carved into the stone. And out of his open mouth, there is kind of this little ramp, almost as the water flowed out of it. And then directly underneath it, you see this sort of circular, it's a little bit like a plinth, I guess. And on top of it is metallic grating, so that liquid could kind of pass through it and not get caught here. But on that metallic grating, there are these 3 indentations. Almost as if something were to be placed there.
Okay.
Oh.
Interesting. And now we come to the point.
Yeah. Gabriel?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, we just see if Deborah is
Can't
like
hold.
watching us.
Yeah.
You do not get an
Oh.
answer to your calling out of Deverell's name.
Astounding.
Ah,
Um,
well, should we try putting 1 down
uh-huh.
and
Maybe.
see what happens? If anything happens?
Maybe. I think while we do that, we should just keep one eye or one of us looking out so that we can't just have someone come up behind us and be like, haha, the real drum.
And by the way, there are
Yes.
kind of, like, this is not all that there is here. I'm kind of describing what is directly in front of you, but you can kind of
Okay.
keep rounding around the cliff and find other things that are back there. So, like, there is more to do and more to explore here, per se.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
would
sure.
personally like to take a look around to see if Deverell is hiding behind
And
a corner
excuse me,
or something.
I forgot one more thing. Hanging off of the side of the giant lion's head, there is a... Think about it almost kind of like those switches on locomotors that sort of people pull down. There is kind of this chain handle that leads to some kind of switch in the mechanisms above you.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to have a walkabout to see if Deverell is waiting for us to put the first 2 in, and then be like yeehaw and put the third.
Yeah.
His classic.
That sounds-
catchphrase
that
of
sounds
yeehaw.
He's
Deverell.
always saying.
Classic
Yeah.
Deverell,
Oh,
always
you
saying
can't go
yeehaw.
2 minutes around Deverell without him going.
Cowboy vampire.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Um,
coming to the CW.
Yeah.
Yep.
Satus's next ballad.
So, in one extreme, you find what looks to be a little chapel thing, or more accurately, the ruins of it. It seems that several large boulders have fallen and have crushed the altar and most of the pews. It's in a state of complete disarray. And a little bit further beyond that, there is what looked like it was once a passageway into more rooms, but it has been thoroughly caved in. Very large boulders block the way there. And if you sort of go on the other side towards what would effectively be, you know, the lion's backside, you eventually kind of arrive at this place where it is almost like the magma flows downwards from sort of a higher chamber in the volcanic caverns. And a little sort of side channel has been built of carved stone, but a large boulder has fallen and is now blocking that magma from flowing in the direction of kind of the artificial channel that was created for it.
What's that about? Should I move the boulder?
Yeah. Like Sisyphus. I support you if you want to try moving the boulder.
I wasn't serious. I mean, we're encouraging magma. Maybe we should really think about that. I mean, right?
Yeah. We don't want the magma flowing onto us.
I think we should know why we would do that if we.
The channel sort of leads off a little ways and then kind of disappears into a rock face, so you can't quite follow the channel. But somebody roll me an intelligence roll, please. By which I mean everybody roll me an intelligence roll, please.
That would be
5.
that would be 13.
That is 21.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
got
the big
I'm
brains
so
on
intelligent.
Based on the engineering of the area, you realize that this magma would lead to the little chute that comes out of the lion's face. And you also, with a 21, remember the things that Maeve told you, that the Rildren, in order to access whatever weapons are inside of them, they need to be melted away. And that it would take a particularly powerful forge to do that. That it's a no forge of man born can do this, but something of higher power could perhaps accomplish it.
Because this forge had a C-section.
Yeah. We need to.
And then it's a super special destiny-bound forge. That's
right.
When did this forest get here?
Yeah.
It was untimely.
Untimely ripped, yes.
Yeah. So. Well.
I would guess that is to melt them, and then maybe the handle is like it would release water or something to cool them off, or some sort of mechanism in that regard. But
Could be.
we do still have the problem of only having 2 of the 3.
Might want to wait till we have all 3, or
or
should we just do the 2 we have?
Do the 2 that we have.
Is there anything else to do here? Do we need to look more in the chapel?
Yeah, was there anything?
The
in
chapel is fairly thoroughly destroyed.
No.
Fair.
I mean, good. Just Cal.
Then let's see. If we're looking at what the warning outside was, it said death would come if we didn't have the items. But I feel like we would have already died by this point, right? It would feel strange to be like, 2/3, now you die.
Satus, roll me an insight check.
Ooh, okie dokie.
Because this is a good train of thought that you're having.
I'd say 12.
A thought that occurs to you is that basically you're seeing this in a state where none of its personnel are here. And you've seen a lot of kind of people in the first chamber that were clearly defenders. Now you're seeing a couple of people here that worked here in a different capacity. Presumably there was even more personnel behind the caved-in chambers. And so there may be a certain capacity where the Heleg Var's defenses were not meant to operate on their own. They are kind of meant to be a thing that slows people down so that the defenders can act upon them. So, because, for example, if there had been someone here to kill intruders while you guys were knocking your head against the symbol chamber, that incapacitated you for multiple hours. Same the bridge. If you didn't know the secret of, oh, this is a bridge that has a secret, better bridge directly underneath it, that is kind of a thing that can slow an intruder down and allow defenses to get them. So the lethality of this place may a little bit be out of whack, given that there is no active, aware defenders here right now.
Gotcha.
Satus would relay like some thought of that, but then adding, I think at this point, if we've thoroughly checked and Deverell's not here yet, though I wouldn't be surprised if he makes a dramatic entrance.
He said loudly.
Yeah.
How about you two utilize yours, see if we can get the weapons out of them, and then if that inevitable Deverell encounter does happen, at least we have a magical sword and helmet at our disposal, and then we kick his ass, and I get my shield, and then we go on our merry way.
Okay,
Okay.
let's try it, I guess.
Yeah.
Would be my thought, yeah.
So we're
Okay.
gonna put the Rildran down. We're
Yeah, we
gonna,
probably should put them down first.
but before I pour magma all over. Yeah.
yeah, I think so.
It's a really good idea, Cal. I wouldn't have thought of that actually. So
Yeah.
great. Let's not burn our hands off.
Yep.
Whew.
Okay.
So you're putting the Rildran in that little pedestal underneath the lion's head.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, they are there.
For being alert about it.
And
Right.
so we need to push the boulder.
Yeah.
Is that
Move the
Assuming
boulder.
we can. Assuming we
Yeah.
can.
yeah.
And then we're thinking we might pull the thingy. What's it afterwards? Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe to like
Maybe.
cool it off.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. So trying to push the boulder, I guess.
Yeah,
Okay.
can we all three just kind of heave-ho?
Yeah.
I would say that as soon as you touch the boulder, you realize that the boulder is quite hot.
Okay.
It
Oh,
is
damn.
quite a warm,
Yeah, yeah,
quite a warm
yeah.
boulder.
Yeah.
Although, Cal, you necessarily don't find it with your tiefling nature.
Right,
You perhaps
right,
find
yes.
it pleasantly
Ooh, nice.
warm
Yes.
as opposed to burningly warm. But
Finally,
it's
finally.
quite a warm boulder, this one.
Okay.
Sorry, just taking some notes for things that might become relevant.
The handle, is there anything like clearly that it is attached to above that we can kind of see?
It's
if something
attached to
was
some
fall?
gears, and clearly it is triggering something, but you cannot obviously see. It's not like, oh yeah, it's connected to that ramp. You imagine that it's connected to something that is internal to the lion's head.
Maybe I'm overthinking it, and maybe just pulling the lever would move either
try
the
it.
boulder or something else, and then the magma would just go out of the head.
Okay.
Pulling the lever at the moment causes a grating sound as though metal was moving within the lion's head, not kind of in a things are breaking sort of way, just kind of in a thing just opened sort of a way. And when you let it go, there is another grating sound as something perhaps closes. Beyond that, there is no effect.
Okay, so we need to get the magma to the lion, pull that, and then it will
Yes.
onto our Riddletran.
That's the idea.
But we couldn't touch the rock. So have we determined if there's anything else in the area that would help us to move the rock?
There are some crowbars and some equipment kind of lying around. Yeah, there's some metal rebars that you could use.
Crowbar sounds good. Let's go.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
various
yeah.
metal work to help us.
All right, I'm going to say, I assume that Helena's going to be doing most of the shoulder shoving here.
And we'll
That's
be there
correct.
too.
Yeah.
Great. I would say
And
Helena.
I can kind of push the boulder.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Cool. Helena, I'm gonna say that this is a straight strength check, and I think that the things that you've gotten to help you, are kind of balancing out the enormity of the task. So it's just going to be a straight roll without advantage or disadvantage. Yeah.
Okay. So I get 19.
Oh damn. With an almighty the boulder first moves a little bit out of the way, and then it almost gets shoved by like the pressure as the lava once again begins to flow. It sort of gets knocked out when you need to jump back quite quickly
Yep.
to not end up in the lava's path. But it seems to once again be flowing into sort of that channel that disappears through the rock face.
Okay.
Now, should we try pulling the lever?
Yeah.
As you go back around, you now see, with a hearty yeehaw,
This man.
a figure standing just in front of the bridge, on this side of the bridge, to be clear, dusting his hands with a new, quite fresh this time, dead body of a woman in her 50s at his feet. And he will turn and spot the three of you and go, "How in all the hells have you two ended up being such a thorn in my side. I guess I can rectify this right now. And he'll kind of crack his knuckles.
We are so happy to see you too.
We sure are. We could say the same about you.
Yeah.
We couldn't think of a better side to be stuck inside. It's so nice and cozy in there.
I think that at this point I'm hearing roll initiative, everyone, please.
Okay.
That would be a 16 for me.
Well, it was a natural 1 for me, but I get what does initiative even do?
Helena, how did you
I
get
do
on?
get +2 for 3.
Okay, good.
I get 19.
A 19. Helena, you will be going first.
Yaha.
What would you like to do?
I would like to, as quickly as I can, pull my sword out and clomp him with the pummel. Hopefully
See, isn't it nice to still have your sword?
Yeah.
Totally
So nice to still have my sword.
Totally worth
kinda-
15 minutes of Cal's life somewhere down the
Yeah.
line.
Absolutely.
I feel
well,
great about it.
I feel less bad about it, so I better make good. So I'm gonna
Give me
draw
that
it.
attack roll,
Hopefully,
please.
Okay, and yeah, I get 18.
Oh, 18 connects. You sort of whip your sword and you crack him across the jaw with the pommel.
Okay, great. And I get 6 plus 6.
Oh, damn.
No, that's a lie. Hang on. Sorry, I'm being ridiculous. I get a 9.
9 total?
Yeah.
All right, lovely. He will growl slightly as he sort of resets his jaw. But before he goes, Satus will go.
Okay, how far away is he from us?
Call it maybe 20 feet.
Okay, I am going to Satus instructs Helena and is that? Oh wait. Could I tell? I'm thinking of casting Thunderwave, but it says
Sure.
a wave of thunderous force sweeps out from you. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a saving throw. So if they're
Helena
near
would probably
me,
get caught there.
okay,
Yeah.
then I don't want to have Helena be caught. Then I instead will utilize Dissonant Whispers.
Ooh.
So
Ooh.
there's a discordant melody that a creature within a 60-foot range of me can hear. They first must do a Wisdom saving throw.
He has 13 for his wisdom saving throw.
Not good enough. So that is a failed throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d6 of psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction to move as far as away as its speed allows them away from us, but not into anything that would.
So he will not jump into the lava to get away from
No.
you, for example. But
He's a lot
yes.
closer to it, though.
Unfortunately, Thunderwave didn't have that stipulation. I mean, it would have knocked him 10 feet away, and I was going to ask.
He is
the lava
carrying
10
a
feet?
thing you want. You do not want to
That's
be
true,
fishing
that's
it
true.
out of the lava.
But then it'll melt, and then it'll just be the thing.
Yeah. Maybe it'll just
In the
float
lava.
up. Yeah.
Okay. So I need to roll 3d6 then. That's a 1, great. That's a 6, better. And that's a 1, so that is 8 points of psychic damage. And then he's got to move as far away.
He will sort of cower and hiss and move away, which will cause Helena, you will have a great opening to try to hit him with your sword.
Yeah, I'm gonna smack him as he goes past. Yes, absolutely. Excellent. So for hit, I get 16.
Ooh, yes, that will do it.
Awesome. And then... And now I get 9.
All right, lovely.
Nice.
Yeah. Well done, Satus.
Well done, you.
We'll get him. I hope.
We will.
Alrighty. He is next. He will hiss and look down at the slash that he now has across his chest and just come charging at you, Helena, with his claws.
Okay.
The first one is 20 to hit. I do think that will probably hit you.
That will hit me, yeah.
However, instead of sinking his claws into you, he will grab you by the neck and lift you off the ground, grappling you. And a moment
annoying.
later, he will snarl and bare his fangs and try to sink them into your neck.
I hit him.
Ooh, that's a 24 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
All right, so that's going to be. Ooh, that is. That is 14 points of damage as you feel this horrible cold chill spreading out over you from the neck.
Okay, that's not great.
And as you see him do this, Cal and Satus, you see the bruise that was already starting to form on his jaw kind of fade back into his skin, and the slash across his chest knit itself and close itself back up.
Such bad news.
He's still holding Cal, or excuse me, he's still holding Helena. Cal, it's your turn.
Okay, I think I'm gonna do what I did last time, and I am going to cast Bane on this guy. So he needs to make a charisma saving throw.
1 second.
What'd you get?
You rolled a natural 1. Who knew that it was so hard to be charismatic while drinking the blood of a warrior off the edge of a cliff inside a volcanic cavern?
Yeah. Not charismatic. So
That's right.
So now he has to roll a d4 and subtract the number from any attack roll or saving throw.
Okay, understood.
Moving forward.
Got it. Helena, it is your turn.
Can I attack him or do I just need to get free?
No, you can attack him. You are not incapacitated, just grappled, which means that you can't move away from him. You can try to break free, and that will be a contested strength roll, or you can just try to attack him with your sword.
Yeah. I think because I'm so close, and I think I still have a bottle, I'm going to try and pour the holy water right over his head, because I'm very angry about that bite. That's bad.
Yeah.
Just a straight d20, please.
14.
14 will do it. Very nice. Let me just look up what was the damage output for holy water.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was like 2d6 or something.
I believe that is correct.
Yeah.
We're going to say that that is correct in the interest of keeping this moving along. So 2d6 damage, please.
2d6 is 9 total.
All right, lovely. He was still, however, holding onto your neck. Yeah.
And I can't shake him off this time.
Not this time. You've chosen to spend your 6 seconds pouring holy
It's fine.
water over him, which
It's
again
fine.
is immediately causing, similar to what you saw with Lady Atala, his skin immediately begins to burn and crack and peel and bubble where the holy water made contact with him.
Good.
Satus, what are we doing?
All right, so I think I'm going to try to utilize hideous laughter, because maybe knocking him prone can kind of have Helena be okay. So I guess I'll say, "Hey, Gabriel, when people ask what it's like to spend time with you, they say, 'Never well. No one likes you.'"
This is a wisdom
And then-
saving throw?
Yeah, 15.
Well, he rolls exactly 15, and as a wisdom save, oh man, 14 thanks to that freaking Bane.
Aha! So he, in that case, fails. So he falls prone and is incapacitated and unable to stand up for up to a minute because of his fits of laughter he's in.
Wow, yeah, no, he lets go of Helena and just is rolling around on the volcanic ash of the floor, clutching his stomach, as he is like, "You're 3 pathetic adventures, and you have caused me so much problems. This is amazing."
And now it's the thing, anytime he takes damage or when it's the next turn.
The end of his turn? Well, it's his turn now, so he's going to try to break out of this. Nope, he does not break out of it this turn, and especially not with that Bane. So he's still rolling around on the floor. And this time, you don't see the wounds close up. You, in fact, see the remains of the holy water still simmering on his skin.
Nice.
Sweet.
So, Cal,
Who has the
you're
other
up.
holy water?
Sorry?
We have one other holy water, right?
which I believe is in Cal's possession.
Yeah,
Cal
I
has
don't
it.
think.
Okay,
I think
cool.
I've only used one. So,
Cool.
so I'm gonna hang on to it for now.
Agreed.
And, is he still like near Helena?
Yeah, Helena is within 5 feet of him.
Okay.
Although,
Okay.
if you have... Well, no, I'm not going to say anything there.
I was gonna say, could I position myself so that he was in a 15-foot cone
And Helena
she's
isn't?
not in?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
I think especially since he is
just out of-
rolling around on the floor laughing, it is
Yeah.
very easy
Yeah.
to do that.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna cast Burning Hands at 2nd level.
Ooh.
Yeah. So he
Everybody's
needs to
got their
make-
spell slots back. We're hitting
Yeah.
often and hard.
Yeah, we're mad. We're strong. Okay. So he needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
And Mike, does Hideous Laughter give him disadvantage on saving throws?
No, all it says is that every time he takes damage, he can make another wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
The target has advantage on the saving throw if it is triggered by damage. So on any saving throw attempt not on his turn, he has an advantage.
Yes. Okay. That is a natural 20 minus 3, 17. So
Yeah,
he may be
that'll-
rolling around laughing uncontrollably, but he's still able to kind of squirm and scoot and just like reflex, sort of flinch himself a little bit out of the ways of the flames.
Okay, so he only takes 2d6 of damage, which I will roll for you now.
Thank you.
And that will be 7.
A big 7. Got it.
Big 7.
Cool. He rolls quite badly, so he still finds it funny. He is like, this is,
Yeah.
I was gonna light all of you on fire, and now you're lighting me on fire. What an ironic reversal of life's fortunes. Helena.
So I'm gonna walk up to him where he's rolling around, and I'm gonna aim my sword at his neck, executioner style. He got my neck. I'm really.
Yeah.
Look,
I support you.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell. So I'm gonna tell you what. Roll me a perception check.
Oh, okay.
And if you pass with this one, and then you hit your attack roll, we're gonna say that it is a critical hit, even if it's not a 20, because you're trying to do something very specific here, and I like this. I like this image quite a bit.
Okay, I get a 19 minus 1 for an 18 for
Yeah,
perception.
all right. Let's see what you
Okay.
roll.
Let's see what I rolled a hit. Ah,
Pretty good.
ah. And I get 11 plus 5 for a 16.
Roll me critical damage, please, as you bring your sword
Alright.
down on his still laughing neck.
So this is just me rolling damage, right?
And then everything, like whatever you get on the dice, you double it.
Oh, great. Okay, cool. I get 9 overall.
You leave a deep gash in his neck.
wait, how is it possible to get 9 overall if you were doubling
It's-
something?
Because I have to
Oh,
add
because you have a plus at the end.
3. I have a
Gotcha.
plus 3.
Okay.
Man, gosh darn it. Yeah, he still finds it funny. He is still like,
Yes.
that would have killed me
That's
if I was
something.
not a vampire. Holy shit, this is hysterical.
He's failing all these rolls with advantage?
Yes, I'm rolling quite poorly for the villain at the end of this arc here, so, you know,
We're
we
not
feel great
complaining,
about
man.
this.
Oh, this is good. Yeah.
Satus.
Okay, well, since that's working so well, I think now I'm going to utilize Dissonant Whispers, but this time I'm going to try 2nd level version, which is just 4d6
baby.
instead of 3d6.
Ooh.
So, same thing. He's got to do a 15 wisdom saving throw.
It's a 16,
Okay.
but with the Bane, that's a 14! Oh my god!
Ah,
All right.
yes.
So now I do 4d6, and then he's supposed to move away as far as he can. So that is one. Oh my gosh.
Come on.
1. Oh my god.
Still.
No.
So only 6.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow,
gosh.
that's brutal, nice.
3
That is
ones.
brutal.
Okay, it is his turn. You see some of the damage that you've done to him begin to close itself back up. However, at the end of it, he still finds it funny. Oh my god.
It's
He
really
is still
funny.
historically
Really
rolling
funny.
on the ground.
Really
being like,
funny.
this is getting embarrassing.
Yeah.
Should be embarrassed.
Cal, what are we doing?
All
To
right,
this
I'm gonna
super
throw.
threatening villain that I created for all of you.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
did you do his turn in addition to the damage
Yes.
version?
Yes.
Okay. So you did 3 rolls. He failed all 3.
Wow.
The Bane is killing him. Like,
Yeah,
he is
that's-
rolling so many
Oh, yeah.
16s that become 13s.
Yeah,
Like, the
that's
Bane
awesome.
is 100% murdering him.
Yes.
Bane's my new favorite spell. I love that you have it.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Okay, and now I'm gonna throw some magic missiles at him.
Oh,
Smart.
So, let's see here.
First level or second level?
First level.
Okay.
So, it's gonna be three darts of 1d4 plus 1. So here we go. Nine. 13 points
All
of
right.
damage.
Awesome.
Great. Helena.
Yeah. Well, now he's sort of still
wait,
lurching
one
around
second.
somehow.
I need to see
Well,
if he
yeah.
still thinks it's funny.
Okay, fair.
'Cause I
Oh,
dropped
yeah.
my die. I think even with Bane, it would be impossible. He no longer finds it funny. He scrambles
Okay.
to his feet, snarling and growling in fury as those magic darts hit him.
Well,
Fair
yeah,
enough.
it's a pretty good joke.
Yeah, it was a very good joke.
The point stands. No one likes you, Dipper.
And to ram that home, I would like to swing my sword right round at him in a big arc and just see how much damage we can do.
Let's do it. I love it.
Let's do it.
Okay, 16 plus 5 for...
Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah, cool. Oh, ones.
Oh no.
So we get a 5.
All right, lovely. You bring your sword down and drive it into his shoulder, but he does not seem too slowed down by it.
Nope.
Satus.
Okay, I would like to run up to Helena and utilize Cure Wounds. Give her a little bit of health.
Ooh, okay.
That's really kind.
No problem. You got the big beefy neck bite, so figured why not.
Yeah.
So it's for me it is 1d8 plus 5 of healing. So that would be on the table. That would be 7 plus 5 for 12 points of healing.
Wow.
Would that take you
Nice.
back up to full, Helena?
No, but that takes me to 38 out of 40, which is pretty
You
amazing.
actually only go up to 37 out of 40.
Oh,
Ooh,
Because of the bite.
yeah.
All right.
Okay. Thank you, though, Satus. That's pretty cool.
No problem. I've literally been in your shoes before. It sucks.
Yep. Looking forward to that dark journey.
Yep.
It is Deverell's turn. He is extremely done with you, Mr. Satus. So he's going
Yeah, I
to come at
figured he
you
would
with
be.
his claws.
I figured as such.
Those are respectively 14 and 21 to hit.
Those both hit.
All right. One moment.
Because it's just my armor class, right?
Yes.
Yeah, those both hit.
That's 16 points of damage total as he slashes
okey-dokey.
up one across your neck and one across your chest.
Alrighty.
Cal.
Okay. I am going to. How far am I away from him at this point? Would you say?
I don't think that you've stepped too much closer. Oh no, you like went up to him for burning hands, but he darted out of your way. Call it that
Yeah.
he's 10 feet away now that he's kind of rushed
10
towards
feet
Satus.
away? Okay, cool. So, yeah, what the heck? I'm gonna try to throw a firebolt at him.
Ooh. Oh, and again, you see a little bit of his wounds start to close up again
Yeah.
after his turn.
Yeah. Okay, so that is a 21 to hit.
That hits for sure.
Okay, great. And that'll be 6 points of fire damage.
You hit him, and you see some of his hair catch on fire, some of his clothes catch on fire. You see his skin start to blister as he gets scalded. It is nasty.
Nice.
All right, Helena.
Yeah, I'm really mad about his wounds healing up a bit. I'm gonna run at him with my sword and try and crash it down over his head.
I love it. Let's do it.
Really liked it. Okay, I get a 19 plus 5.
Like you rolled a 19?
I rolled a 19.
That is a critical hit for you, Miss Fighter. So
Yeah.
you roll damage twice.
Yes, yes, yes.
Amazing. Okay. I get a 13.
Total?
Yeah.
All right, lovely. He begins to wobble as that hit impacts upon him. Satus, it's your turn.
Oh man.
You can do it, Satus.
Let's give him. I'm gonna give him another round of dissonant whispers, but level 1 this time.
Okay.
Since the extra dice did nothing for me.
That's a 14 to save.
That's not enough. So that would be 3d6. Let's hope it does a little bit better this time. Another 1. Great. I don't like doing d6 anymore. That's a 5. So 1 plus 4 plus 5 would be 10.
You do the
And
dissonant
then
whispers.
he moves. And then he moves away.
He does not move away because
he
catches his head, and you see his snarl contort, and a moment later you see as his face almost collapses in on itself, bits of skin moldering and darting off as though it was melting ash, and a moment later the clothing collapses down to the floor, and you hear 2 dull thuds as the clothes just land on the ground, and Deveril is no more.
Let's go.
Yes!
See you in Dever Hell.
Yes! Yes!
Burn in Dever Hell!
Well done! So long it's taken to kill him.
Oh,
Oh
good
my
work, team.
God.
That was,
Work,
oh
team.
man.
Yeah.
The bane, the slashing, the laughing.
Yeah.
Ah, what a diverse attack on him.
Wasn't it?
Yes, it was. It takes, takes a village
It takes a village.
It does.
to burn a vampire.
Burn
All
that
right.
uncharismatic vampire.
Yeah.
Let's get that damn Rildran off of him.
Yes, get your
Yes.
Rildran back.
We search his remnants of clothes and pray that the Rildran is in there.
You find the Rildran that was taken from you, and you also find a coin purse with 240 gold pieces inside of it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Sister.
Amazing.
This is great.
Let's run over and put him in and.
Yeah.
By the way, so as you approach the lion's face again, you can now see this kind of deep red glow from within the sort of lion's open mouth. As now presumably the lava is flowing in that direction.
Let's go.
Wicked.
Put it in. Pull the lever.
Yeah.
You put the 3 Rildran on sort of the thing right beneath the lion, the ramp that comes out of the lion's mouth, and you pull the lever down. And for a moment, you just kind of hear that sound of metal sliding around. But then there is a deep rumbling. And a moment later, lava does indeed flow out of it. But rather than the dark red magma that you were putting into it in the back, it has now somehow turned blue. This sort of bright phosphorescent blue, almost like the lights that have been throughout this entire complex. Then the lava flows down and begins to pour over the 3 Rildran. And for a moment, it just sits there. And then you hear almost like a very sharp snapping sound. And there is a flash of light. And I need Constitution saving throws from everyone, please.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
Um,
It's
I got an 18 plus 2 for a non-natural 20.
Okay.
I got a 9.
Uh-huh.
I got a 2 plus 4 for a 6.
Wow.
Cool.
That is assuming great.
Satus, you regain consciousness first. And as you do, you have your eyes closed at first. You kind of sort of like become like aware that you are suddenly no longer standing up holding the switch. But after that bright flash of light, you went somewhere and now you're back on the ground with your eyes closed. And the first thing that you sort of feel is kind of this strange sandpapery feeling at the bottom of your chin, almost as though someone was rubbing a piece of sandpaper across your chin. And when you open your eyes, you see that there is actually a small creature standing on top of you, roughly the size of a small dog, now that it has been unfurled from the state of stasis that it was in within the Rildran. Yours is bright, bright gold in its scales and in the tiny wings that protrude from its back, whereas the one that is currently nestled around Cal's shoulders is bronze, and the one that is gently prodding at Helena's arms with its head is silver. And for the first time in your life, you see a real living dragon as
We
these
have
three
pet dragons.
stand over you, following the eruption from their eggs, which you have been carrying for the past several days.
Those are eggs.
They're eggs. They're dragon eggs.
That's incredible.
And with that, that is where we're going to leave it for tonight.
Oh no.
That is the end of our first little arc here at 20 to midnight. Lots of things still left to go, but we have finally arrived at the end of our first mystery. And we are looking forward to seeing what we can do with more fun come the new year and the further adventures of Cal, Helena, and Satus and the forces of whatever bigger bads had their designs on these three creatures.
Oh, it's
Whoa.
Oh,
got some dragons
That's
for these
amazing.
dungeons.
We have dragons.
Yeah, we
Oh.
do.
We got dragons for our dungeons.
from a dungeon. Let's go.
I got you.
You really did.
Never
Really?
say that Urbina does not deliver on what it says on the outside of the box.
Does what it says on the tin.
Yeah.
I love it. This is
my
great. Oh,
God.
that was so fun.
Oh,
this
really
is
cool.
exciting. Well,
Wow.
first off, I guess, thanks to everyone for watching. Thanks to everyone who supports us on
Yeah.
Patreon. Thanks to Rena, our top tier patron. Thanks to everyone. We've been putting bonus stuff up on there. I'll have to add my updated version of Where in the World is Mike Schubert to the Patreon.
Yes.
I know Gabriel was doing some lore stuff. We'll have the video stuff up there.
I think that this month we're going to be putting up some information on the Swordlands, where Helena is originally from, up on... Excuse me, what am I saying? We're going to be putting up some... that was sort of a little bit of like insider baseball. Excuse me. We're going to be putting up some information on Veldria, the Veldran Empire, where
Veldran
Helena
Empire, yeah.
is originally from, which I just referred to by an in-world nickname. So I just kind of went straight ahead and gave away a little bit of
It's
that,
cool.
like,
We would all
lore
we
tidbits.
all knew what you were talking about.
Indeed.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's over at patreon.com/20to midnight.
I think other than that, we are going to be back. I think we're going to be back the first Wednesday in January.
I think so.
So we're going to
right.
just be taking the rest of the year back off, but we are going to be doing that right when we get around that New Year's bend. But yeah, until then, if we are doing any unscheduled mayhem, the best way to find out about that is to follow us on social, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to us here on Twitch so you get notifications.
For as long as Twitter exists.
Yeah, for as long as Twitter exists. If we end up taking our business elsewhere as that ship sinks, we will definitely let you all know.
And someone on the Twitch just gave 5 tier 1 subs.
Thank
so shout
you
out to
so
the
much.
anonymous gifter.
Thank
That's very
you,
cool.
anonymous
We really
gifter.
appreciate
Thank
that.
you very much.
We really do.
And yeah.
Yes.
Thank
Yeah,
you to
you
the people
can-
who subscribe on Twitch, especially if you use the Amazon Prime Jeff Bezos cheat code where you can for free subscribe if you already have Prime.
Exactly. I just subscribed with my Prime.
Yeah, I gotta ask you how to do that.
Yeah, if you have to wait till it expires.
Got it. Okay.
So and then you can do it again.
Then I'll do that.
Yeah. And I think just piggybacking on the Patreon stuff, I think we're gonna have another 20 to midnight
Yes.
nights
Yeah.
soon.
I need to know what the hell the red light, orange light.
Yeah, I
was.
need to know. Yeah, we need to know.
If it really
Yeah.
was just wait, you dinguses.
Yeah.
I will give that to you as a freebie. It was a leap of faith.
Okay. All right.
I think the only way it
Man.
could have been more cruel is you were like, there's also a pile of dirt in the corner of the
Yeah.
I think that someone in the chat, possibly
Yes,
Rena,
I think Rena made reference
had
to
the
it.
perfect comment of course the team Let's Kick This Patch of Dirt for 20 minutes was going to be faster at the Search the Room puzzle instead of the Leap of Faith puzzle.
Yeah.
We just want to be sure.
You know, it's in character at least.
Oh, gosh.
But
Oh,
we love you.
man.
We love you, chat. We love seeing your comments. I often have to not comment on them to not give things away to our fearless adventurers. But
Yes.
it's always fun to see your comments.
Yes, we love it.
And for anyone watching on YouTube after the fact.
Yes, we love you too.
Absolutely.
Make sure you subscribe on YouTube so that eventually we can get paid for the ads they're running on our
Oh, yeah.
channel.
Alrighty, then in that case, I think let's just wrap it up with the credits. So this has been 20 to Midnight. It is performed by Beth, Eyre, Emma Sherr-Ziarko, and Mike Schubert. It is dungeon mastered, and the adventure is designed by me, Gabriel Urbina. It features amazing art by Mikaela Buckley and wonderful original music by Alan Rohde. It also features sound effects sourced through soundsnap.com. That was a lot of S words in a row, and I had to just kind of really get them in the right order. And we are very much looking forward to seeing where our second mini arc takes us and how these guys keep trying to avert the apocalypse and what the evil vintners' further plans might be.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait to see when I get possessed by this weird fae guy.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Too.
Yeah.
It's not like you can do anything about it, so I wouldn't worry about it.
No, it's true. Can't worry about it. I have no
Out of your
control.
hands.
Alrighty, folks. Happy holiday seasons. Happy end
holidays,
of the year.
Thank you, everybody. Happy
Be
holidays.
well, everyone.
Happy
And we'll see you
everything.
very, very soon. Bye-bye.